Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Daedalian Opus for the Game Boy. So, since the first video, in which we completed the first 10 puzzles, I've looked some stuff up. Apparently the reason that this game is named after Daedalus, because, you know, they named the game as Daedalian Opus. Turns out Daedalus, who is supposedly the father of Icarus, and the person who told Icarus not to fly too close to the sun with the wings made out of wax, which, of course, Icarus didn't listen to, and supposedly fell into the ocean to his death. Daedalus also created the labyrinth, which had the Minotaur and whatnot. As a matter of fact, the game is known as Bouken, or Bouken, Puzzle Road in Japan, and they had to change it to Daedalian Opus in the West because Bouken Puzzle Road just wasn't going to cut it outside of Japan. Also, in the last video, I said there was 25 puzzles. There's 36. And once you go through the slog of playing a few puzzles, you pretty much know the slog of playing through all of them. You just have the 4 buttons in the D-pad to play with. There's no way to get a hint. The game doesn't do anything to get you started and, you know, make it even slightly easier to get started on a puzzle. You're left completely to your own devices, which, with every button on the Game Boy being used to turn the pieces, pick them up, drop them, move them around, and that's it. And, not surprisingly, I'm starting to not like the game because of that. Anyway, let's go to number 11. And we have this going on, and at this point, it's just going to be me showing off all the puzzle solutions while sounding bored, because I gave at least 5 minutes time to each one, and I started doing every single puzzle within 3 of them. So the U-top piece goes right here, the T goes right here, the crankshaft goes right here. I'm just going to call the pieces like funny names from here on in while I look at game facts and do all this. The big L goes here. The zigzag goes here. And where do you go? Of course you go right here. We need to put the nightstick right here. And we just put the cross and the handle right here. Fun. And once you complete the 11th puzzle, you actually get a message from Dr. P. Congratulations, you made it. Now, we'll boggle your mind. There are 2,339 different configurations in this stage. Don't give up. Okay, that doesn't help me, and 2, I'm about to. Relax. That's an impossibility with this game. But at least we get another piece here. Password is love, and we get this small T shape with the thing sticking out. And the buildings start looking different. And we have new music. So, don't ask me how you're supposed to figure out that these puzzles are supposed to be done in the way that they are being done. All that I know is that every single one of them requires trial and error. So we have to use a new piece. We have to use the big L, the long boy, and the nightstick. And then we have to put the T here. Again, if you didn't know how to do this, your only way of finding out will be trial and error. So from here we put the zigzag to the right of all that, followed by the cross, followed by the handle. And from here, we have to play around with some stuff. The protractor goes here. The crankshaft goes here. And Utah goes here. And that's how you complete number 12. And once you complete the 12th puzzle, you get another message. Huh, this next stage will surprise you. You now have 23 different shapes to work with, and not all of them at once. Show me how far you can go, dude. I'm starting to not like this guy. But we have a new password. Jump. And I'm pretty sure the game wants me to ask how high. As we go into puzzle number 13. Now you're probably wondering what shape you're supposed to put here. This one? No. This one? No. This one? No. Also, I never even considered using the handle. You have to use this one, and you have to put this one right here. Nothing like giving myself only 5 minutes per puzzle, and then when I go to GameFAQs to look all these things up, the way to solve all these is nothing like how I even attempted stuff before looking things up. It's that weird. So anyway, to the left of that shape you start with, you have the zigzag, then you have the crankshaft, and then you gotta use Utah. From here, we're gonna place this new shape here, the water faucet, and then you gotta put the handle below that, or actually no, above that. Then you can put the nightstick here. There's the T, there's the long boy, and then finally you use the protractor. You don't use the big L, you don't use the cross. And that's how you complete number 13. And if you thought 13, or rather any of the first 3 things we've done in this video were hard, you ain't seen nothing yet. Next password is core, and we're now going to level 14. We now have this bottleneck for this rubber stamp shaped thing. Guess what you put in the middle? The faucet. And you have to set it up like that. I mean, who would have guessed? You probably would have thought it was the zigzag or the Utah piece. No! It's the faucet. And from here, we have to start placing pieces. We place the crankshaft here, and then we have put the long boy over there. And then between all these shapes, we have to put in the protractor. From here, we can use the cross and the suitcase handle. You may think you're supposed to use these 2 shapes. down here. Nope. And from here, we have the big L. We have the nightstick. I'm thinking about calling this one the lightning bolt now. Then the zigzag. Then this thing. And finally, after placing the T, we place the Utah. And that's how you complete number 14. Oh, and we also have new music starting from number 12 forward. Not sure if you've noticed. I forgot to even mention that because I'm just completely frustrated with this game. But now it's time to try number 15. We don't get a new shape, but we do get a new password. Password is beat. I love how the passwords are all common 4-letter words. And if you know a lot of common 4-letter words, you can save yourself a lot of misery. Only to give yourself new misery. Because these puzzles don't let up. You get no hints. You're left completely to your own devices. Especially here with the arrow shape that you have to deal with in number 15. And I find it absolutely hilarious that after spending 5 minutes before looking stuff up, I only had 4 pieces right. Actually, no, I had 3 pieces right. The ones I had right were the zigzag, the protractor, and I believe, I may be wrong on this, the big L. Now from here, we can use the handle. But you don't put the cross here. You don't do that. You take the lightning bolt and you place it here. And then you place the cross. That leaves our friend the nightstick going over here. And the T going here. We then place the faucet here. And at least here it actually looks like a faucet. Now we place the long boy over here. The crankshaft goes over here. And then we place the Utah piece. And then we're done with number 15. Again, it's just you, all the buttons on the Game Boy, and trial and error. That's it. That's how you're supposed to figure this stuff out. And woe be to those who played this game before the internet in its current form was ever a thing. I mean, some people are good with these kinds of puzzles and others. I am not one of them. I'm just gonna say that right now. I had fun with Klonoa 2 Dream Champ Tournament, and I was able to figure stuff out with minimal looking things up. I had fun with Klonoa Empire Dreams too. Klonoa was fun, though it did get super hard near the end. Yet I was still able to at least have a really good idea of what to do. Ballistic gave me a bad time, but at least I got slightly better with experimenting with stuff near the end, as I got closer to the end. But this ain't looking good for me. I'm really starting to see my limits with puzzle games at this point. And then there's Yoshi's Cookie, which I played a long time ago. Amazingly, I looked up a lot less than I thought I would on that game. since I'm now sitting here and talking about puzzle games that I played in the past. Anyway, let's just go ahead and press start and then just go ahead and close out this video, because if I talk anymore past this point, I'm just going to be rambling. Password is burn. We're about to enter level 16, but that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time for level 16 through 20. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!